This is the 6th update of my off-grid cabin build. I'm just going to get straight into the video. So I have to add blocks at these seams just to give the structure a little bit more stability and firmness. Alright, now it's time to install the wall insulation. I got my mask. I'm going to have to cut these. I oversized them. The reason I did that is because they came in a larger package, so it was easier for me to haul in the truck. So I'm going to cut these down and start filling in all these bays. If you didn't catch that, this insulation came wider than 16 inches on center bays. And so I had to cut them down. The reason they were larger is because they came in a really nice big package that I could easily transport. The trick to installing insulation like this and making it work is to not stuff it and compress the insulation, but to just kind of put it in there lightly snug. That way it can hold the loft. I've added these hurricane clips this evening, every other rafter down. Just gives it a little extra strength for that upwind lift, and I'm gonna do it on that side as well. I put the first row of panels in at night because I wanted to have a good start the next day. And again, this insulation, I'm not stuffing it and compressing it. I'm making sure that it stays lofty by just kind of snugly putting them in. Don't have much daylight, but I'm gonna try and put some of this flooring down. I have to put this roof underlayment down first. Luckily I still had some left over, quite a bit left over. The floor is a little more square than what the roof was. The roof was a tad bit out, but I pre-cut all these pieces of flooring. I made sure the seams were staggered, so there's no pattern to the seams. Your eyes aren't drawn towards a straight line, and the floor stays really nice and tight and stays together.
All this flooring material was left over from another job that we did.
Last night I had the walls insulated, but not the ceiling like I do now. And it was pretty cold. Now with everything insulated, that little thing's been going for about 10 minutes and it's already toasty in here.
Okay, and then I began working on my little outhouse structure. So I really just used a lot of scrap material to build the structure itself. The waste management system itself is just going to be a basic compostable toilet system with a compostable bin underneath. This is for very short-term camping recreational use. This is not used for something you would like live in. So I took these treated posts, I added some waterproof membrane and then buried them. And that's kind of the main structure of the outhouse. The reason I did that was to try and preserve them longer term so they don't get rotten so easily by being underground and collecting moisture. I'm just really building a basic structure here. There was no plans, no set direction that I had for this in the same way that I did for the cabin. You'll see I end up using a ton of scrap wood that was left over from the cabin project. I thought I had been filming. I didn't show myself building this bottom platform. I ended up having some leftover foam and put it under here, and this is just kind of to protect the bottom of the wood framing from getting rotten. Just an extra barrier. It's kind of hard to tell now what I'm doing, but the picture will become clear. So it's almost like building a Lego set for me. It was just taking random pieces and kind of putting them together, and I think it ended up turning out really nice, but at the time I was just kind of winging it. Here I'm cutting the siding. I had a bunch of scrap and leftover siding from other jobs in Colorado, and I'm just siding each side of this outhouse with like a different material. I think it turned out pretty nice. Okay, real quickly, I drilled that hole. That's going to be for the vent pipe for the outhouse. I'm going to take the Sawzall, cut that circle. It's going to come up here and shoot out there. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, I got the hole cut out for the toilet seat. I'm putting this seal on the bottom here so bugs can't get in there and the smell can't come out. That's the plan, at least. Got the toilet seat screwed down. I pre-drilled that so it would kind of sink in there. Got that one in. I got the factory ones that came with it. So at least I made an attempt to seal that off. I'm not sure I did a very good job, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So that's the interior, nothing fancy. Got a vent, got everything sealed. I spray foamed the bottom of this box so, you know, bugs and things can't go back and forth into the actual compostable toilet area. Okay, that's what it looks like there. Obviously I'll clean that up. Just wanted to get it secure in there. That's where my compostable container is gonna be. Missing some fascia. I'll have to fix that next time. This is a like tool slash firewood storage area. So take a step back.
That's what it looks like. And of course I need a door for the front. I also need a door, a little hatch for this guy. But for now, for today, I'm gonna call it good. Before I left, I wanted to show kind of what I did this weekend. I put this hardwood flooring in, insulated all the walls, insulated all the ceilings, put the ceiling panel in. So yeah, it's coming along. Made a lot of progress this weekend. And again, here's the outhouse I built, pretty much with the scraps that were left over from everything else. So you'll notice all the siding's a little different each side. I ended up coming back a couple months later to the cabin, and I brought my kids. And we ended up seeing the area more. Saw a lot of wildlife. Got really acquainted with the area. When I came back, I took the time to finish the outhouse by just putting a really basic plywood door on. Added some hinges to that plywood. Added a little cross member, and then just put basic little bolt latches on the front, and also on the back where with the little hatch that you access the compostable bin. Next, I started building the loft actually. So I started cutting these. These were the ledger boards for the loft, and you'll see me install them here in a second. Blocks here to hold the other end of these long ledger boards. My kids helped me out a little bit. Once I got it tacked on there, I ended up using timber lock screws to really fasten it strong to these studded walls. Next, I put on hangers for the loft floor joist. These joists I recycled from an old house that we demoed, and they were still in really great condition. And you'll see me install them here in a minute. All right, and then last I ended up putting 5/8 CDX plywood on. What I didn't show is I glued these. The reason you glue them is so they don't squeak. I also glued where the joist went into the hangers and then nailed it all off.
Then lastly, I put this LVL beam across. This is kind of the main support for the front of the loft. And there is the finished product. Just big enough for storage and sleeping. My kids love it. Alright guys, that's it for my most recent update. Next up, I'm going to be installing a wood burning stove. Stay tuned.